Good morning, everyone. I promised you a video on what we're feeding our goats. And basically this is so that anybody new to goats or somebody who's having goats with health issues, weight issues, this might help you a little bit. And basically our main ingredients, okay, we're going to start here. Our main ingredient is the goat pellet formula, and we do buy for milk goats. So this is for a dairy breed. There are two types of goat feed, and that's for milk and for meat goats. We have milk goats, so we feed milk formula. It's a pelleted form that has vitamins, minerals, and things in that goats need to produce really good milk. So that's one of the things we feed. Now this is just the plain goat pellets. Nothing special about it, okay? It is nutritionally balanced feed for all classes of goats, but we use this because they do also have one that is designated specifically for meat goats. So this is what we use. And the second part of our main feed is right here. I can't get it out, it's too heavy for me, but it's a goat sweet feed. These are our two main ingredients. So basically it's 2 cups of this to 2 cups of this mixed together to a half a cup of whole oats. We get these in the horse section. Goats love the whole oats. And then we also do a half a cup of the black oil sunflower seeds. So that's important. This helps keep their hair, their coat, whatever you want to call it, healthy and shiny. And it also helps prevent that dry, flaky skin. Our one new goat has horrible skin. He's got big flakes coming off his skin, and we're actually starting to see some recovery. His coat is starting to give a little shine, which means those sunflower seeds are doing their job. There is one other item, and keep in mind, we mix all this ahead of time, so we're not mixing this every time we go to feed. So this is done ahead of time. And right now, sorry for the noise, that's my barrel lid. We are also adding in beet pulp, let's do it this way, beet pulp pellets, and that's actually really good for goats with weight issues. If we've cleared up parasites and we want to try and recover a mama goat who's struggling with weight from nursing multiple babies, our goats are so far underweight, it's horrific. So we've added the beet pulp back in. And this has worked for us really well before, because when we got Oreo, Latte, and Pilot, they were all underweight. And we took Wholesome Roots advice, and she told us basically to add the beet pulp and it would help get them some weight, and it did. So we are putting it back into our feed system. And you can see we store all our feed in metal 55-gallon drums. And I believe these are like 20 to, maybe 20, 25, 30-gallon drums. We get these drums for free because we have a friend who works where they throw them away, and if somebody wants them, they're allowed to take them. So we do get our drums for free. You could use the plastic drums. We do have those for our water catch system here. So that is an option. And I'm going to show you what this looks like now that it's all mixed. Here's my mix. You can see there's the beet. And you see the 2 different color pellets. There's a dark pellet and a light pellet. That's the sweet feed. And the normal feed, the sunflower seeds and the oats. But you can see the bulk of this feed is the pellets and the sweet feed. And this is all goat feed. And it's all... The 2 pellets that we put in here, our main pellets, are all full of vitamins and minerals that goats need, to include selenium. Selenium is a huge factor when you have goats that are pregnant. And so far, we've had absolutely 0 issues because of the amount of selenium they're getting in their feed. Is this the fix-all? No. We just ordered for our arsenal because we have for potentially 5 pregnant goats right now, and we did order a selenium supplement. So that will be administered per goat prior to delivery. And so far, nope, Nala has not gone into labor. She's right at the cusp. We're waiting and waiting and waiting. No labor yet. But I want to do this for anybody who's thinking about getting goats, wanting goats. This is what we do for our goats for their main feed. Now, there is one other thing that we do use right here. Goat minerals. The goats are not cattle. They should not be fed like cattle, and they should not be fed the same things as cattle. Goats have very specific mineral and vitamin needs. One of it's copper, one of it's selenium, and I think the other is zinc. And this product here has really helped us keep our goats up on their minerals. Now, what we do different than a lot of other goat owners, we actually put a scoop of this in their feed every night. If they need it, it's right there and they lick the bowl clean. If they don't need it, they leave it behind. And this saves us from wasting any, because somebody in that herd will always lick that bowl clean. Absolutely always. Now, because our goats are at the end of their pregnancies, 4 of them anyway, we're putting 2 scoops of this, and our scoop's only a little tiny dish. It's not a huge scoop. It's not a scoop like we do for the feed, because when I measure out feed, I use that. I'm feeding a lot of goats, so I use that to measure out my actual grain that's in this barrel. For this, I just have a little tiny scoop. I put 2 of those in right now for my pregnant mamas, and they're licking the bowl clean. My new goats are they're also getting, we're separating them for feeding yet, because they're not aggressive enough to stay in there and get what they need. So we're continuing to separate them for feeding, but they're also getting some of these supplements as well. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're doing something different and with good results, let me know that as well. I'm always open to learning something new. And we've learned through buying goats that were not up to par and learning from other YouTubers like Wholesome Roots. She's kind of like my go-to for goat information. And Blue Cactus Dairy Farm, which is a Nigerian dwarf goat farm who she breeds and milks her Nigerian dwarfs. She's another good go-to for information. Wholesome Roots has some beautiful stock in Nubians. So she's also somebody who knows a lot about goats. So those will be 2 channels I recommend to continue to learn more about what you're doing with your goats. And you see, there's my backup bag of minerals. We always are ahead in our feed. We never let our feed run out. So these barrels store all my big bags. This is rabbit feed. This is chicken feed. That whole bag, that whole section there is chicken stuff. So that's all my chicken stuff. This is all my goat stuff right here. I forget what's in there. Oh, that's my goat. That's my goat. That's my goat. That's the rabbits. I don't know what's in there. But that's where we're at, guys. And I hope you like. I hope this helps somebody, because having the right feed really can save you heartache and heartbreak when you own goats. Keep them healthy. The healthier they are, the better they're going to do for you. And if you're breeding, if your does are not healthy, your kids could be born stillborn. Your kids could be born with what they call weak tendons in their legs, which means they may not ever walk, or they may need a lot of therapy to walk. And I know most folks aren't willing to put that kind of time in. So just be aware there are repercussions for poor feed on your goats. And we're dealing with that now, because the 3 new goats we have was fed horribly on cow grain and cow hay. So we're dealing with those issues. Even though it's been a couple weeks now, we're still dealing with those issues. And Trilly, we are drying her off. This morning there was just a half a cup of milk. I could have gotten more, but again, you leave a little behind so they dry off. So we're down to half a cup, from 8 cups of milk to half a cup. So I think we're doing good drying her off. All right, guys, hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a blessed day.